Large tsunami caused by eruption of Tongan underwater volcano. A massive eruption from the submarine volcano Tonga Ha'apai on January 15th led to an earthquake and tsunami waves up to 15 meters high, causing widespread damage as they crashed into the Tonga Islands in the South Pacific Ocean. The event affected all Tongans, about 105,000 people, and resulted in the sad loss of 3 lives. A huge cloud from the eruption also covered the islands in a thick layer of volcanic ash, rendering food crops inedible. Additionally, an undersea internet cable was broken, leaving the affected without any phone or internet communication with the outside world, thus hampering rescue and assistance efforts. The global response has been led by New Zealand and Australia, who have made contactless drops of supplies to avoid spreading COVID. Relief has included water, food, tents and hygiene kits, as well as telecommunications repair equipment. New Zealand is a recipient of Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Peace, and a laureate of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Climate Change Mitigation, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Earth Conservation, Earth Protection, Earth Guardian, and Earth Restoration. Australia is a recipient of 5 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection and Good Governance, as well as a laureate of 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Shining World Leadership Awards for Caring, Good Governance, Health Guardian, and High Moral Value. Thank you, New Zealand, Australia, and international community for helping our Tongan brothers and sisters in their urgent time of need. May the resilient Tongan people recover quickly on their island paradise in God's protection.
World Bank study foresees COVID-19 variants will decelerate economic recovery. In a new report, the World Bank Group forecasts that global economic growth will drop from 5.5% in 2021 to 4.1% in 2022 and decline further to 3.2% in 2023, primarily due to renewed COVID-19 outbreaks, rising prices, as well as debt and income disparities. Furthermore, economic output in emerging and developing economies would stay 4% below the pre-COVID-19 level in 2023, while for fragile and conflict-affected economies, it would be 7.5% below the pre-pandemic trend. Alarmingly, the analysis warns that the world is facing rising income inequality across and within nations, as many households in developing countries have suffered acute job losses. Meanwhile, climate change is expected to increase commodity price volatility, leading to higher food insecurity risks, especially in developing nations. Our appreciation for the concerning report, World Bank Group, to avert untold hardships from zoonotic outbreaks, may humankind swiftly transition to a vegan world in divine wisdom.
Sustainable plastics made from sugar. Researchers from the University of Birmingham in the United Kingdom and Duke University in the United States have developed 2 types of recyclable and degradable sugar-based plastics that could usher in a new era of sustainability. Lead researcher Professor Matthew Becker of Duke observes that, to date, previous attempts at alternative plastics have not taken hold because they lack the necessary physical properties found in petroleum-based products. The new methods use sugar alcohols as the building blocks, and by arranging the molecules in different ways, the researchers were able to create viable materials with potential commercial applications. One kind has the strength of high-tech plastics, and the other has elastic properties that are better than known rubbers. At the same time, the new creations maintain their properties even after recycling. Fantastic work, Professor Matthew Becker and other involved scientists. Our appreciation for your efforts to create green solutions for our planet in heaven's radiant smile.
Avatar robot aids ill schoolboy in Berlin, Germany. Due to a severe lung disease, 7-year-old Joshua Martin Angeli must wear a tube in his neck and therefore cannot attend school. However, that does not stop the courageous boy from learning. An avatar robot made by a Norwegian company, No Isolation, is one of 4 purchased by the local council where Joshua lives, making it possible for him to still interact with his teacher and classmates. Joshua controls the robot from home so he can see, hear, and talk through it as though he was physically present. Although the units were purchased because of COVID-19, District Education Counselor Dr. Tarsten Kuhne believes that these robots can also give children with different needs a chance to remain part of the school community. What an innovative education initiative. Our best wishes for happy learning, Joshua. In celestial inspiration, may technology further assist us to enable a bright and peaceful future for all.
Kind gentleman rescues and rehabilitates animal people in Goa, India. In 2008, while running a guest house for tourists, Atul Sarin noticed the animal people in his area desperately needed care. Local stray dog persons were dying of starvation during the monsoon season, and malnourished and abandoned cow friends were seen roaming the streets daily. To help these precious co-inhabitants, the considerate man converted his guest house into a sanctuary for his charity, Welfare for Animals in Goa, or WAG. Up to now, Mr. Sarin and his caring team have rescued and rehabilitated about 16,000 cow, goat, donkey, pig, dog, cat, and bird people. Speaking of his loving mission, Mr. Sarin, who is a vegan, said, historically speaking, all great minds have had one thing in common. They realized that until you respect animals and recognize their rights, there will not be peace among humans. Bravo, Atul Sarin and all kind-hearted helpers, for your efforts to safeguard our precious animal person friends in Goa. We pray more compassionate endeavors like this one are seen all over the world in the mercy of the Providence.
Supreme Master Ching Hai gladly present the Shining World Compassion Award to Atul Sarin plus a supporting token of $10,000 for the caring and noble work of your organization. With gratefulness and high praises, heaven is recording your immense merits. May God shower you and your team with blessings and protection.
Mexican food restaurant chain launches plant-based offering in United States. Chipotle Mexican Grill has announced that its new vegan product, plant-based chorizo, is currently available across its more than 2,900 outlets in the country for a limited time. This delicious item is prepared with all natural plant ingredients, including pea protein, chipotle pepper, tomato, garlic, paprika, and olive oil. It is certified vegan and has no gluten or artificial flavors or colors. According to Chipotle, it has been working for years to develop this delectable vegan plant-based protein, and the launch follows successful trials in 103 locations in California, Indiana, and Colorado. The plant-based chorizo will also be highlighted in Chipotle's new lifestyle bowls to promote healthy eating, which includes a vegan bowl. We can't wait to taste your new delicious vegan creation, Chipotle Mexican Grill. In heaven's boundless love, may all restaurants serve only compassionate plant-based offerings, as vegan food is the most wholesome nourishment for all.
Researchers discovered giraffe people population numbers increasing across Africa. According to Namibia-headquartered nonprofit Giraffe Conservation Foundation, or GCF, the number of giraffe people in Africa has risen above 117,000, which is about 20% higher than in 2015. This growth is due to increased efforts by conservationists and governments, including anti-poaching measures, translocation of members to new unpopulated areas, as well as more sophisticated data collection methods. The International Union for Conservation of Nature Red List designated giraffe people as vulnerable in 2016. GCF cautions that giraffe people are still under threat, and continuing conservation measures are necessary to protect this iconic species. Such hopeful news, a high salute Giraffe Conservation Foundation and all others working to safeguard our magnificent giraffe sisters and brothers. May all animal people be protected so that they may thrive in dignity and peace in God's benevolent care.